When I first started my speaking career, I was actually pretty young. I was 17. But I remember when I was about 23, I was invited to speak with a whole bunch of really brilliant business people. And their topic was to teach people how to be better business owners, better business entrepreneurs, how to make more money. And I remember thinking, what the hell am I doing here? Because my job was to teach people how to be more confident in who they were and to own their selves. Because if you knew exactly who you were, it's so much easier to make the sale. It's so much easier to step up and own the space that's around you. And it was before the internet. It was before all of this instant information, and I had forgotten to find out how big this group was that I was going to go speak to. And it was in Washington, D.C., and it was the second time I had been there. The first time was in the winter, but so this time it was in the summer. And I was on a smaller plane, and I remember when the doors opened and that hot, sweaty, sticky air hit me right in the face. We had to climb down the stairs and then walk across the tarmac. It was so hot. I thought I was going to die. And I was pretty sure that I would need scuba gear because the air was so wet. But they had a driver come pick me up, and I drove over to the hotel that I was staying at because my speaking thing wasn't till the morning of the next day. And so I got to my hotel, I got settled. I went to dinner with some people that I had known. And the next morning, I woke up still absently not asking what size this group was. And we took the subway over to this big arena. And I remember thinking, boy, this is pretty big. And the conference center that we have in my city is kind of big, but you can wall off and close doors and make smaller groups. So I kept thinking, oh, it's going to be maybe 200 or 300 people. I was so wrong. I was so wrong because there were over 10,000 people at this event. And I remember walking into this room and the announcer announced me and made this big presentation of me and what I was about to speak about. And I walked out on the stage, and behind me were two 15-foot panels that they projected my face on. And I remember thinking, I need a makeup artist. Oh my goodness, who let me out on this stage looking like that? And I looked at the group, and luckily I couldn't see them once I stood on the stage because they had all these lights on me. But I remember turning and looking at these screens and thinking, that was two really big images of myself. And I was grateful I was wearing a much thinner looking suit, and I was better prepared than I thought I was. It was brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I was brilliant, and it was amazing, and we had a great time, and we cheered and laughed. But I will tell you that I haven't gotten any smarter. I was going to tell you I got better at, no, I still always miss something. I miss asking some question along the way. And, but I try and always check and make sure what the size of the group is, just because stepping on a stage with 10,000 people was pretty intimidating. But I rolled with it, and it was good, and it was brilliant.